Right, so good morning, good afternoon, because you are over in Europe. All right, it's this one. It's a psalm. It's actually one of my favorite psalms. It's Psalm 55:22. I don't even need the card because I love it. I say it all the time. It says, "Cast your burdens on the Lord, and He shall sustain thee." And that's what we're supposed to do. If we have problems, troubles, give it to Him. He's got your life planned out anyway. So I just know that for me, it's just keep casting your burdens, and so I am going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to move my camera over a little bit over here. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit better. Seeing a little bit of my living room there. All right, so let's do it. Let's go ahead and come down on the ground today, down into our all fours position, and we're just going to kind of move from there. I'm going to get the body and core all warmed up. So whatever feels good, like whether it's shifting left and right, back and forth, maybe tuck the toes under, sit back into the heels, feel even the stretch in the Achilles down at the bottom of your ankles, shifting forward and back. Again, anything that feels good right now to you, do. So maybe it's like me, I'm shifting my hips or my rear end on top of my heels to the right and to the left. I can feel the stretch through my glutes and my back. And then come on back into all fours. And let's go ahead and lift up off the ground. And let's get into that beautiful hover position. Squeezing the armpits to the side, straightening the arms, sucking in the belly button. So you feel that, I don't want to say strain, but you feel the pull on the top of your quads, right? And then I want you to push back into that ugly monster squat. So we're going to push back and bend, and then come back into that hover position. So let's do 10 of those to warm up the legs, the knees, right? The joints, the hip joints, the shoulder joint. Try to keep those arms straight. So squatting and then back to the all fours hover position. Hopefully you start feeling it in the quads, feeling the blood rushing in there, and or the lack of it, maybe lack of oxygen. 2 more. Last one. And then come on down into all fours. Go ahead and push back into child pose just for a moment. Drop the forehead to the ground. Just give those legs a break just for a sec. And then we're going to go back up into all fours, push through a down dog, and then we're going to start doing kiss the knee, okay? So back into all fours first, lifting yourself off the ground, pushing back into into down dog, driving those heels into the ground if you can. Again, they can be up off the ground, your knees can be bent. Sucking in the belly button. Inhale, exhale. Take a deep breath in, lift way up on the tippy toes, and then drive those heels back into the ground as best you can. Again, the heels can be lifted, the knees can be bent if need be. Inhale, lift up, way up on those tippy toes. Big exhale out. Just a couple more. Inhale, lift way up. And then one more time. Inhale and exhale. And then go ahead and walk the dog. Push through those heels. Try to bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. You might hear some snap, crackles, and pops. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then drop down again into child pose. All the way back. Drop your forehead to the ground. If it's better for you, for your shoulders, to bring your arms back by your side, then do that. And then we're going to go back up into down dog and start doing kiss the knee. So we're going to work that core, work those arms. So back into all fours, lift up, press back, into that down dog, and then go ahead and lift the right leg up. Feel what's going on in the left leg. Feel that stretch down your calf. And then we're gonna bring it in and we're gonna kiss the knee, right leg. So we're gonna do 5 of those. So lifting and kiss the knee. So inhale and exhale, right? Exhaling as the knee comes into your chest. Inhaling as you lift up. Try to keep the left heel as best you can when you press back into the floor. One more, and then we're switching to the other side. Bring that right leg down. Reposition yourself. Reposition your hands if you need to. Get back into the right position. Then lifting the left leg into the air and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Pressing it away. Press through that hamstring on that right side. One more. And then drop that leg down, back into that down dog position. Drop your head out of your spine, pushing through those hands. Your hands and feet are pushing in opposite directions for 5, 4, breathe through it, 2, and 1. Okay, go ahead and drop down. I won't make you go upside down anymore. Drop your forehead to the ground. Hands back by your side, if that feels good. Or you can keep your hands out in front of you. I just like to give my shoulders a little bit of a break. And then let's go ahead and back to all fours. Tuck the toes, lift up, walk your hands back, inchworm them back into that beautiful ragdoll. Grabbing opposite elbows, keeping the eyes open. Feeling the stretch all the way through the hamstrings, glutes, low back. Shake that head yes, gently, and no. You can also wiggle, like, and just let your body kind of sway left and right if that feels good. And then lift halfway up. Let all that blood come back. And then chin to chest, round it all the way up. Shrug those shoulders out. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab our dumbbells we're gonna do a lateral raise and a front raise today. I'm gonna get my Bosu to stand on. You can stand on a pillow, you can stand on one leg, completely up to you. All right, but we're gonna do a lateral raise. Actually, I'm gonna start with a little lighter for the first one. Always wanna warm those shoulders up, even though we kind of warm them up anyway. But we're gonna do a lateral raise, and then I wanna come in close. The front raise, your thumbs are up. So when you're doing the lateral raise, your hands are here. Yep, and when you're doing the front raise, yep, there we go, beautiful. That's it, so good. Lateral and front. There we go. Lateral raise, front. And again, push away. I always say push away with the knuckles, right? Or the wrists, right? We don't need a death grip on these. And your body is slightly hinged forward. Yep. Side, beautiful. And lift. Side and lift. And then we're just gonna stay side. Okay, go out as far as you can until you feel the tension in the shoulders. Keep the shoulders down. Make sure there's none of the shoulder shrug, right? Shoulder blades in your back pocket. And then another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring those down. Swing those arms forward and back. And then we're gonna do a tricep kickback. So you can use those same dumbbells. That's gonna be too light for me. So I'm gonna grab my heavier dumbbells. But we're gonna do a tricep kickback back to back. So we're leaning forward, again, either on the Bosu, you can be on the one leg balance, you can be on both feet, it doesn't matter. but kicking those arms back behind you and squeezing. All right, a lot of times I see people doing this and swinging. I don't want swinging. I want press, squeeze the tricep and bring it back. So you're thinking about straightening those triceps, sucking in the belly button, because this isn't just for triceps, it's for your rear part of your shoulder, right? There's always a method to my madness. So I just did medial, the first exercise was medial delt, which is the middle part, and front delt, and now we're doing triceps and rear delt, but your back is working, your core is working, because I have you bent forward. Squeeze those triceps out. I want you to feel a pinch in the back of those triceps. There we go, 2. Last one. Squeeze it out, beautiful. Go ahead and bring those down. Swing those arms forward and back. Bring them across the front. And then we're gonna do a bicep curl, back to back. So whatever, again, if it's a heavier dumbbell, lighter dumbbell, I never know with anybody. Elbows locked into your ribs, and we're squeezing them up. Yep. Squeeze and flex. Keep that belly button sucked into the spine. And you know I'm always talking about it. It has nothing to do with any fat on the belly. Like it's not about sucking in fat. It's about taking those muscles, right, and pulling them into your spine so you can feel your abdomen being tight. So if I was there in person, I would always do this. I would always come around and like make sure I can feel that it's tight, like I'm hitting a tight belly, right? Because all I care is that your core is strong, because your core is everything. If you don't have core strength, your arms and legs will not be strong. It's just plain and simple. You can Google that. Last one. Squeeze it up. I always say, there's always people who Google, things, but seriously, Google or Chat GPT about your core strength being literally everything. If you don't have core strength, you can't do everything I want you to do. All right, so we're going back. So remember, the sequence is lateral raise, front raise, then tricep kick back, then bicep. So back at it, one leg balance, Bosu. We're doing lateral raise, front raise first. So let's go. Lateral and front. Whoa. I just threw myself off my Bosu. I was trying to look at you guys. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to turn sideways this way, or front. There we go. And up in front. So remember, when we do the front raise, we're trying to get into that front delt, right? It's called your anterior deltoid. You can kind of see where my patch is. It's that part of the shoulder. That's kind of an easy visual for you. Yep, but when you're coming up, doing the front delt, it's thumbs up. Okay, you kind of can't see it because my dumbbells probably hide it, but your thumbs are leading the way. Yeah, and just make sure it's heavy enough. I mean, in the beginning, the first set, don't worry about, I want it to be heavier. I don't want it to be the heaviest. Okay, there we go. Now hold it out to the side again. Hold it out till you can feel like the tension in the shoulders. Then we're lifting 5, 4. Don't shrug the shoulders. I don't want you to feel it up in the back of your traps and the back of your neck. There we go. Beautiful. Go ahead and put those down for a sec. Swing them forward and back. And then a tricep kick back. Now, I always give you an alternative, right, to a tricep kickback. I'd like you to do tricep kickback because all the reasons I told you on the first set. Because I want you to get the rear delt, and I also want, okay, when you lean forward, it's all those beautiful erectors that start at the back of your neck and go right down into your rear end. All that's working. Your core is working when you're doing your tricep kickback. If that's too hard, you can always do a tricep overhead. Still working the triceps, just not as hard on your back. So, but if you're taking here, this is the harder one, right? It's pressing those triceps back. Yep, here, and squeezing them back. Pinch. Make sure, as you know, if I was in person with you, I would be pinching your tricep. I'd be sticking my fingers into your triceps, as Kelly knows. I would just try to like get your finger out of my tricep. But I just want to know that it's flexing and squeezing, right? I want to know there's a pinch in there. I want you to feel it, especially in this position, because everything else is working. Your rear delts are working. Even your lats are working, all right? Because I'm having you squeeze your armpits to your side. 3, 2, yeah, beautiful. Last one, and then bicep curl. No need for a rest. The biceps do nothing in that last set. So right back into bicep curls, elbows locked into your side. My biggest thing is that your elbows don't do that and come away from your side. Keep them locked in. And whatever position also, I say this, whatever position's best. Some people don't like straight up in front. They'd rather maybe even hammer curl like this. Okay, it doesn't matter to me. It's your biceps. Okay, are we working different parts of your biceps when we turn our hand? Yes. So what? We're still working bicep, whether they're turned way out like this, okay, whether they're there, whether they're right up in front, or whether they're hammer, okay? They're all working. You can even alternate between them all, or in the 3 sets, do one in external rotation, do one as a hammer, right? Last one. But just make sure that this dumbbell you chose is actually challenging you, okay? Grab those hands behind, stretch through the biceps. Again, always dump forward if that feels good. Because again, it is getting your biceps, it's getting right through the front part of that shoulder that we just worked. And then we're going back to lateral raise, front raise, okay? Your shoulders might be tired, but that's the point. Right? Let's go, lateral and front. And also don't worry, not that you'd worry, but if this is as high as you can go, and this is as high as you can go, I'd rather you do that than use a super lightweight and go all the way up. Because guess what? You can already do that. So my goal for you is, so I'm gonna just do little ones, okay? My goal for you is to use a heavier weight, even if you can't get full range of motion at first. Do what you can, because guess what? We're training you to get stronger. So it's a matter of, if you keep doing the same weight, it's like the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Well, if you don't go heavier in your dumbbells, there's not going to be a different result, right? That's why I push you hard. That's why I make you go beyond what you think you can do. Get out of your comfort zone. Okay, it's my job. My job isn't to coddle you. My job is to push you and train you, coach you, mentor you, so you can get stronger mentally, spiritually, and physically. Okay, one more. Okay, now out to the side, hold it to that range that you can feel the burn in the shoulders, and then give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Again, put them down, swing them forward and back before you do triceps. Maybe you're using a heavier dumbbell for your triceps. If you are, grab it. And like I said, I'm going to just show you the other one because I didn't show you it. But if you'd rather do an overhead here tricep extension, you can do that as well. You can see where my neck is. My neck, I'm not even going to put my chin down. A lot of people put their chin down. That would wreck your neck. Okay, not today, but over time. So you want to keep that neck neutral. You want to find a focal point ahead of you if you're doing them that way. Otherwise, you're doing the normal kickbacks, like I said, because I want to engage your back. Yep, beautiful. So after we finish this and after we finish our last bicep curl, We're gonna go into our legs. We're gonna do some walking lunges. We're gonna do some lateral lunges. And then we're gonna use our booty band for booty. What else is it for? Right? Squeeze it back. Flex and squeeze. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome. Squeeze it back. Keep your armpit squeezed to your side. Press those triceps away so you feel the pinch in the tricep, in the back, the rear part of your shoulder. 2. Last one. Right into a bicep curl. Right, whoops. Right, remember you can be on one leg balance if that works for you. And we're gonna squeeze it up. There we go. Squeeze and flex. Come in a little closer. Right, again, you can be on one leg balance here. And squeeze and flex. Ugh. Squeeze it hard. You've got it. Squeeze it hard. Flex. And remember my fingers in that elbow crease. Squeeze it. It's like a half a second, right? And then bring it back down. Remember the eccentric part of the work. So this is, as you bring it up, it's called concentric. It's a contraction, right? Eccentric is this, the down. It's just as important, okay? We want to keep our muscles firm and toned and strong. That's part of the exercise, the down. Don't just let gravity go like this, right? Don't let gravity just take it down. You take it down, like a 3, 2, 1. Just 2 more of those. So it could be 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3, down. One more time. 1, 2, 3, up, squeeze, and 1, 2, 3, down. So good. All right, go ahead and put those babies down. Grab behind. All right, and so we are going to start down with our booty band. You know, I told you we're going to do walking lunges. We're going to do lateral lunges, but we're going to start down on the ground with the booty band on the top of those legs. And bring a dumbbell with you because you're strong enough. You're so strong. And I looked it up the other day. I know I've probably been telling you this for 6 months about that band I told you that lays over that you can hook your dumbbells into. I just found it on Amazon. But I'm going to grab a heavy weight to put on my hips. Booty band is on, right? Spreading those legs nice and wide. Pushing out on those legs. So we're going to lift up, push out, abduct, right? That's the push out, back, and then down. So again, bend the knee. So bend the knee so much that you can touch your heels. I don't want them way over here. I want them nice and bent in so we get a lot of hamstring. The weight is on top of those hips. Push out at the top, back in and down. So a lot of times I have you hold it out there. Not today. Today is a lift, push out, and down. Mind muscle connect to your glutes, to your low back. Now remember, we just worked your back by leaning forward in those tricep kickbacks. So, but this is our second series of 3, which is booty band, right? With abduction, with the dumbbell. Then we're going to do some lateral lunges, again, with a dumbbell. And then we're going to do walking lunges with dumbbells. Everything with weight. Lift, push, and down. Beautiful. Lift, push, and down. There we go. Lift, push out, and down. Last one. Lift, push out, and down. And go ahead, place that to the side. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself that nice like knee hug, maybe a little massage there. And let's go ahead and bring it up. So you know I'm going to make you get up and down and up and down. And go ahead and you can either pull the booty band up or take it completely off. Either way is fine for me. Weight up on the shoulders today if you can for lateral lunges. So, and I'm going to add an extra pad over here too for me because my floor gets slippery. I don't know why. All right. So lateral lunge side to side. So we're alternating side to side. So stepping out right here, lateral, boom, other side now. Yep. Beautiful. So side to side, gorgeous. That's it. Side, yep, to side. I'm gonna also do it here, just so you can see that movement is back. And you can even see, I'm gonna even put this chair, I'm not gonna sit on the chair, but it's a good visual, right? It's as if you're sitting back, right, on that chair. So, right, so sit back, yep, and then the other side, sit back, yep, sit, yes, beautiful. I'm gonna come back to here so I can see you, yep. There, beautiful. And then other side, gorgeous. So remember, when you're sitting, it's about that glute. It's the leg that's bending that's doing all the work. So good. Inhale and exhale. One more on each side. Okay, so now when we do our walking lunges, you can use, 2 heavy dumbbells, one in each hand. It's completely in your court. So you might not be able to go too far like me. If you have like kind of a limited area, but still, do what you can. So we're going walk, right? Hopefully you can see me. Walk. Yep. I'm gonna turn around. Walking lunges, beautiful. Go as low as you can. Okay, I don't care how low that is. If this is your low, great, right? If it's here, if you can go all the way down, fantastic. Be happy either way. Just that you're doing it. These are hard. Walking lunges, I will never say walking lunges are easy because they take balance, they take coordination. Yeah. Core strength, arm strength. There we go. One more time up. And then I'm going to watch you as you go one more time, 3 more steps back. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put those down. Actually, I'll get them out of the way. Back down on the ground. Back down into booty. If you don't fit everything in today, that's okay. I just wanted to do at least upper and lower today. Come on down. Booty band on. I know I started super late too. So, all the way down. Again, bend the knees in enough. Come on up. And we're pressing out and down. Make sure that weight is enough. Again, I could add another weight to my hips, but I'm going to the gym after, so lift, press out and down. Just to lift a little heavier. I only have so much here, right? Sometimes we just need to go a little heavier. That's what the gym's for. Lift, push out and down. Lift, push out and down. Think about the booty, right? The glutes. Super important. Lift, push out and down. Lift, push out. One more. Lift, push out and down. And again, always pull those knees in. Roll side to side. Don't forget that we did a lot in your back. You don't realize it because you probably think, oh, I only feel it in my glutes. It's a lot in your back. So just always mindful of that. This time, I'm going to try and keep my booty band on so I don't have to put it back on again. I'm going to pull it way up into my buttocks. All right, I'm going a little heavier on these lateral lunges. I'm going to add a little extra weight to that. Woo, going side to side. Ready? Lateral, boom, and then lateral, and up. Good. Lateral, push that butt back. And you know I have the weight on your shoulders, and you know why. because it increases testosterone. Anytime you load up your spine, it increases your growth hormone. That's what we're getting at. Yep, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Perfect, Sabina, so good, Kelly. Inhale and exhale, press back. There we go. Press back. Just so you know, this booty band is doing nothing for me. Like it's not. Right. Last one. And last one to the other side. Good. And I'm going to go ahead and keep these in my hands. Hopefully your heart rate is up to do these walking lunges. And go. Walk. Walk. All the way down. If you can. Right? Walk. 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 Again, the booty band is not getting in my way. It's way up high. You know, if anything, it's like a girdle. Right? If you're too young to even know what a girdle is. So, a girdle is like what Spanx, it's equivalent to Spanx these days. Right? Nobody wants to call it a girdle anymore, but that's what they are. Just so you know, right? There we go. Again, you've got this, nice and strong. Last one. Go ahead and put those down. Breathe. I'm going to grab a sip of water, and then we're going back down on the ground. One more set. You need to put your booty band back on or just pull it down. Grab that heavier weight. Actually, I'm going to go a little heavier. I'm going to use my kettlebell. So this is 28.5 pounds on my hips instead of 20. So, like I said, you can always go up at least 5 to 10 pounds on the lower body and down. So, lift. Now at the gym, Kelly knows we use a lot more for hip thrusters, right? So lift, push out, and down. We use at least 90 pounds when we do hip thrusters at the gym. So we use 2 45-pound plates plus the weight of the machine. Okay, it's not a ton, so the weight of the machine is probably another 15 pounds. But so think about it, it's like 105 pounds. So if you're just using 5 pounds on your hips right now, it's like, hello, hello, McFly, right? Like, you can use more. And listen, is it hard with 20? Is it hard with 28? Yes. It's even harder with 105. But we're also on the booty, like the hip thruster machine at the gym, I'm not making anybody do abduction at the same time, pushing out on the knees, right? 2 more, lift, push. Last one, lift and push and down. Put that weight to the side. I can go ahead and take that booty band off now because, right? Because we're going back up and we're doing our lateral lunges. And I didn't say this on the first set, but I wanted your weights up on your shoulders. But if you need them here, right, or need them down here to do laterals, okay, if that's a little easier on your back, then do it. Okay, I hope you saw that. You can hold them here if you want, right, to do the laterals. You can bring them down here. Like I said, I like it up here, right, pushing back. I always want to challenge my back. And you know why? It's just because I've had a bad back in the past and I never want to go through that pain ever, 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 ever again in my life. It is not fun. The pain is real. It's shooting pains down my leg, like all that crazy stuff. I never want that again. I have so many clients, that have had back issues and just, it's funny, I give them exercises to do, the back's great, they're doing great, and all of a sudden they come in one day and they're like, my back. I'm like, are you still doing your exercises? No. I'm like, hello, why not? Well, my back felt better. Yeah, guess why? Your back felt better because you were doing the exercises that I told you to do, or encourage you to do, right? So it's so important to be consistent. You don't want a back issue. One more time on each side. Hopefully your body is warm like mine, right? Doing 3 legs in a row is not easy. All right, we're gonna go up and back. You got this. Breathe, take a deep breath in. And then walking lunge. Walking lunge. Walking lunge. Back again, walk. Suck in the belly button, right? The spine is completely in alignment. You can see that I slightly hinge forward, right? I don't stand up straight like this and do a, right? I'm always hinged a bit forward when I do them. You've got this. Beautiful form, everyone. Again, up and back one more time. Breathe. Belly in. Hinge forward. Okay, last time back. And I always tell you, if you have more space, like you don't have to go up 3, back 3, up 5, back 5. Like, go. Go as far as you can. Go ahead and grab a sip. Can you see that my heart rate's up? Hopefully yours is. Going down on the floor to do some abs. So, a few different abs we're going to do today. We're going to do reverse crunch. That's the one holding on. Bottom of a bed, bottom of a treadmill, bottom of anything that's not moving. So reverse crunch first, which is here, right? And that's, again, if you need your feet to de-weight, you can do that. Then we're gonna do a double crunch, right? Both ends together, and then back to feet up, and going in and up, feet to ceiling. So first things first, let's go. We're going right at it. 3 sets back to back, no rest. If you need a rest, you can take it. Okay? Roll those knees into your chest, right? It's slow. Please don't do this fast. Please don't throw yourself. Control the roll, okay? Control it. Control it. Inhale, exhale, and again, always, if you need the feet, I'm going to turn my elbow out so I can see you guys. Yep. Beautiful, Sabine, that's it. Gorgeous, that's it, Cal. If you need the feet, like open up the legs to de-weight the body a little bit, that's all good. Last one. But now bend. Again, bring your heels back to your rear end. Hands behind the nape of your neck. I'm going to use my booty band just to show just different options, right, for support of your head. Crunch them in. Exhale. Shh. And open. So remember, your shoulders are coming off the ground and your tailbone is. And down, and then place them back down. Don't go all the way down so your head touches. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. And don't hyperventilate. Okay, just use your normal breathing pattern. Okay, that's your speed. It's always going with your breathing. Exhale. Pull them in. Pull those knees into your chest. Pull those knees like elbows to knees, knees to elbows. Squeeze those intestines as hard as you can. Last one, squeeze. Put the feet down just for a sec, right? Release the tension from the back. Grab onto your, whatever you're holding onto. Feet back up. You don't have to have straight legs. If you can, great. It doesn't matter, okay? It's just a matter of flexibility as far as this is concerned. But we're lifting in, up, and down. So you can see my rear end, I'm not coming up to my shoulder blades. I'm literally lifting my tailbone and coming back down. So, lift in, up, and down. Now you can go straight up and down if you have that strength, right? All I want is the tailbone and maybe the last couple vertebrae coming off the ground. That's it, right? In, up, and down. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 more. Last one. Feet on the ground. Lift those hips. Release the tension. Going right back at it. Okay, so if you need a break, if your back needs a break, you need to turn over, stretch your abs like in Cobra, then do it, right? And then we're going into our reverse crunch again. So roll it in. Okay, I'm gonna watch in a second, but I wanna make sure that you're doing exactly what I want you to do. Either keeping your feet down by your rear end, which makes it 10 times harder, right? Because the weight from your knee to your foot, that weighs a lot. So if it's staying right where it's supposed to be, then it's harder, it's heavier. Your lower body becomes heavier. If you use your legs like this, it helps de-weight the body. It gives you a little bit more leverage to go up a little bit more, to roll those knees into the chest a little bit more, to squeeze out those abs. You can hear it, I mean, come on. I can barely talk, right? Shh. And down, 2 more. Squeeze. Last one. Shh. Then again, hands either behind the nape of the neck. Like I said, I'm using my booty band. I'm gonna watch you on this one. Elbows to knees, knees to elbows. Shh. Blow it out. Bring that tailbone off the ground. Hopefully on this set, since it's the second one, you're feeling it right away. I'm gonna turn over because I can't look at you from there. Beautiful, Sabina, that's it, gorgeous. Squeeze them together. Awesome. That's it, Kel. Pull those knees in hard. Roll that chest up into the rib cage. Pull those knees together. Squeeze it out. Blow all that air out. Big exhales. And I love using the booty band. I think you know why. It allows me not to pull on my head. It's like I'm just holding on to the booty band and it's supporting my neck and my head. Big exhales. 3. Hopefully you can feel it from the ribs, like just below the chest, all the way down into your pubic bone. Go ahead and drop the feet, lift the hips. And then you got 1 more set. All right, just a quick 3 different ab exercises. Okay, holding on, rolling those suckers in, and let's go. So again, I never showed you this, but if you're somebody who wants to just hold on, or not hold on, but push maybe from the ground, that's an option as well. All right. To me, it's a little bit harder. I like to support myself with something, heavy above my head, whether again, it's a couch, a chair, a bed, a treadmill, whatever's heavy that won't move when you're doing your abs. Okay. I really like, I don't know why, it's just something I used to teach a class called Studio Bar, and we got to use the bar like to push up on, right, while we were doing our abs, so it really kept our core like engaged. Obviously it's the same when you're doing your your hands on the ground. You're using a little bit more tricep and back there. Last one. Hands behind the nape of your neck, or use your booty band, and exhale. Big exhales again, no rest. If you can, go right at it. Your abs should burn from the bottom of your chest, right where your abs start, all the way through your belly button, all the way to your pubic bone. That's your 6-pack. Big exhales. Roll them in hard. Try to keep your elbows on the outsides of those knees, so it's not just elbow to knee and you stop yourself. Make sure it's all the way in. Crunch, round the spine as much as you can, as best as your body can with your abs. Exhale, 3, 2, last one, and then we have 1 more feet to ceiling, and you are done. Lift in, up, and down. Lift in, up, and down. And again, this is one that can be done with your hands, right, on the ground like this. Just an option. To me, I think it's harder. All right. And I just like, there's just something about that support, you know, of something that won't move. So you can help yourself go a little harder. Okay. Lift in and up, looking, watching. Gorgeous. Yeah, so good. Beautiful. 5. Almost there. These are your last ones. Make these last 3 the best. 2. And last one. Feet down the ground. Lift your hips like 1 inch. Feel the blood flow throughout your body, releasing that tension. So good. Bring the rear end down. Pull your knees into your chest. Roll yourself side to side. Let's go ahead and put your right leg down. You can keep it bent as you stretch that hamstring on the other side. Now, I'm going to take my booty band that's still here, and I'm going to use it as my stretching strap. Okay, you can simply use, if you don't have one, you can simply use your hands here, here, right, and here. And then switch it out. Great workout today. Just take time for the stretch. All the muscles that we worked, everything literally, from head to toe today. I hope you felt it. And then go ahead and put that, again, right leg down, but take your left leg now, cross it over, and then push away on your knee without your hips tweaking and turning. Keep your sits bones, or not sits bones, I should say your SI joints on the ground, square, as you push that hip away, and just feel what's going on in through the hip joint. Okay, we did a lot of glutes today from doing our booty band, right? Hip thrusters with the booty band. We did walking lunges, and we did lateral lunges. So it's a lot on the hips and the glutes. So go ahead and take that left leg off with the right leg over. Same thing. Push away on that knee. Keep your sits bones on the ground. If you need to almost like imprint your spine to do it, pressing down. And then go ahead and turn over onto your belly and give me a cobra stretch. Hopefully that's okay for your back. But it's a good one when we've done that many, 3 ab exercises in a row. Lift up through the chest, like open up the chest. So pull back on the elbows as you lift the chest away from you. Feel that stretch in the abdomen. And then take your, if you can, if your spine or if your neck can move this way, look over the right shoulder and then look over the left shoulder. And then come back center. Go ahead and push all the way back through child pose where we started. Back to the beginning if you can remember. Back into that beautiful child pose, releasing all that tension, opening up the spine, opening up the hips. If it's too much on the knees, as you know, you can tuck your toes under and stay a little higher. Not everybody has that flexibility in their knees anymore. And then come on up and just sit in a, doesn't matter, Indian style or whatever. Just going to stretch the upper body, arm across. Very well done, students, today. So good. Pull that across the front. Okay, and roll out those shoulders. Tighten and loosen here, because when you do abs, if you're holding on, you're engaging your traps and everything. So tighten and loosen. Okay, tighten, squeeze around and loosen. Squeeze. There we go. And then just one more time, right ear to right shoulder. Left ear to left shoulder. And then come back center. And first of all, give yourselves a hand. That was awesome. You kicked butt. That was, again, always say my workouts are not easy. And you guys, man, you just keep up with me. It's so awesome. But remember from the beginning what my card said. The prayer today is Psalm 55:22. Cast your burdens on the Lord and he shall sustain thee. It's written. God can't lie. So he's saying, let me wear it. Like, let me take it on myself. There's another scripture, I'm going to forget where it is in the Bible, but it says, wear my yoke, because my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So he's saying, toss all your crap to me and I'll hold it for you. And I will hold you in my righteous right hand. I will put you underneath my wing. Just know, whatever you believe, there's one God. I always say that because I'm a lover of Jesus Christ. He's my Savior. Everybody gets to God in different ways, different faiths. It doesn't matter to me. All I know is that one God created this amazing universe, and he says it in the Bible, God's written word, whether it's the Torah, the Bible, you name it, it's there for your taking. It's just a matter of you saying, yes, okay, God, I surrender. Here's my white flag. I'm waving the white flag. Just take over my life. Take it over, because what I've done so far, I'm not doing well. So anyway, you guys are awesome. Mwah. I love you. I honor you. I respect you. Thank you so much for showing up for you. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Otherwise, I will see you on your next workout, whenever that is. And remember, because these are on YouTube now, to like, follow, and subscribe to my channel. Mwah. Love you guys. Have an awesome one.